Hi friends, my name is Milan Dolaria. In previous video, we learn about the theory part of our chapter number 3, data handling. Right? So in this video, we start our exercise 3.1. Okay? So let's start it with question number 1. First of all, read this question. In question number 1, find the range of heights of any 10 students of your class. Find the range of heights of any 10 students of your class. Okay, this is one type of activity is given to you. You just need to select your 10 friends. Okay, and you need to notice the height of your friends. So here for example 10 students and his heights is given to you in this table. Okay, first of all Gunjan height 4.2, Aditi height 4.5, Nikhil height 5, Akish height 5.1, Riya height 5.2, Akshat height 5.3, Abhishek height 5.1, Mayank height 4.7, Rahul height 4.9, Ayush height 4.5. Okay, so 10 students and his height is given to us. We need to find the range. Now range, what is the formula of range? Formula of range, it is highest observation minus lowest observation, otherwise highest value minus lowest value. Okay, what is the formula of range? Highest value minus lowest value. So here from the table, here highest value is 5.3 and lowest value is 4.2. Okay, so just put the formula of range. Highest height minus lowest height. Highest height is 5.3 minus lowest height 4.2. Okay, so 5.3 minus 4.2, 3 minus 2 1, 5 minus 4 1, and here point 1.1. So range is equals to 1.1 feet. Okay, this height is given in feet, so unit is feet. Answer is 1.1. So here 1.1 feet. Okay, after that question number 2. First of all, read this question. Organize the following marks in a class assessment in a tabular form. Okay, organize the following marks in a class assessment in a tabular form. So here some random data is given to you. Okay, following marks in class assessment: 4 6 7 5 3 5 4 5 2 6 2 5 1 9 6 5 8 4 6 7. So these are the marks which is given to you. This is called ungrouped data. Okay, here random data are there, so this is called ungrouped data. Here there is not any group are there. Okay, now here internal 4 questions are there. First of all, which number is the highest? Which number of the lowest? What is the range of the lowest? And find the arithmetic mean. Okay, here's a mistake in the question. Here which number is the highest, which number is the lowest, and what is the range of the marks, and find the arithmetic mean. But before that, we need to organize the following marks in tabular form. First of all, we need to organize the following marks in a tabular form. Okay, so now here lowest number is 1 and highest number is 9. Okay, so first of all arrange the data in tabular form. Okay, first of all SR number, serial number, and marks. So here first number is 1. After that here we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, first of all we need to write the marks in ascending order: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now identify that each number how many times comes in the data. Okay, first of all we need to think about 1. how many times we have 1 here? Okay, how many times we have here 1? So that we need to count here. So we have only one time 1. Okay, so these are the tally marks. First of all, we need to represent in Roman number 1. Okay, and number of times a value repeat, it is called its frequency. Okay, frequency, that means number of students. Okay, so here how many students are there who got the marks 1? So here we have only one student who get the marks 1. So frequency, that means number of times a value repeats. So here it is number of students. Okay, so here first of all 1 we have only one time, so tally mark in Roman number 1, frequency 1. Now for 2, how many times we have 2 here? So here we have 2 and here we have 2, so total 2 times we have 2, right? Total 2 times we have 2, so here we need to write 2 in Roman number in tally marks. And frequency, that means we need to convert this Roman number into our integer number, so 2. Okay, that means 2 is comes 2 times. Okay, this is frequency, it means that 2 is comes 2 times. After that 3, how many times we have 3? Only one time we have 3, right? Only one time we have 3 here. So in Roman number we need to write 1, and here in integer number 1. After that we need to think about the 4. How many times we have 4? Here we have 1 4, here we have 1 4, and here we have 1 4. So total 3 times 4 is there, right? So total 3 times 4 is there. So we need to write 3 in Roman number and here in integer number. Okay, here 3 is missing, so we need to write here 3. Okay, here some mistake is there in the printing, so here we need to write frequency 3. That means 4 is comes 3 times in this data. Okay, 4 comes 3 times in this data. After that we need to think about 5. How many times we have 5? 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time, and 5 time. Total 5 times we have 5. Okay, in this data total 5 times we have 5. So here we need to write the tally marks. So in tally marks, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and for 5 we need to draw one cross line. This represents 5. Okay, in tally mark, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and for 5, 4 vertical lines and 1 cross line, it is 5. Now 1 2 3 4 5, and this is 6. Okay, this represents 5. Again start from 1, this is 6. So here we have 5 times 5, so 1 2 3 4 and cross line, so this is 5. Okay, and integer number is 5. So total 5 times we have 5. After this 6, 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, and 4 time. Okay, total 4 times we have 6. So here 6 4 times, so in Roman number 4 and integer number 4. Okay, after that 7 comes 2 times, so here we need to write 2 and here integer 2. After that for 8 we have only one time 8, so here 1. Okay, and after that 9 we have only one time 9 here. Okay, we have only one time 9 here, so here 1. Okay, now we need to count total frequency. Okay, we need to find the total of the frequency. So here 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 1 4, and plus 3 is there, right? 2 plus 1 3 plus 4, 4 plus 3 7, plus 5 12, plus 4 16, plus 2 18, 19, and 20. So total number of frequency is equals to 20. It means total 20 observations are there. Okay, here sum of the frequency. This represents the number of times a number is repeat. Okay, so if we add this frequency, we get the total number of observation, total number of marks. Okay, and we need to check this with our original data. Here how many data is given to you? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. So here total 20 numbers are there, and here your total is equal to 20. That means your table is correct. If these two answers are not same, it means that we miss some value, otherwise we additionally put one value. Okay, it means that in this table we do some mistake. Okay, if our both the answers, addition of this frequency and total number of observation here is the same, so our table is correct. So here our table is correct. This is tabular form. Okay, 1 time 1, 2 time 2, 3 time 1. Okay, then 4 time 3, 5 time 5, 6 time 4, 7 time 2, 1 time 8 and 1 time 9. So this is table. Now after that we can easily get the answer of these questions. Which number is the highest? Which number is the highest? So here highest number is 9, right? Because we have the number from 1 to 9. So highest number is 9, and the lowest number is 1 because it start with 1, right? So lowest number is 1 and highest number is 9. After that we need to find the range. We need to find the range, and range means highest value minus lowest value. So highest value 9 minus lowest value 1. So 9 minus 1, 8. Okay, range is equal to highest value minus lowest value. Highest value 9 minus lowest value 1, 8. After that we need to find the arithmetic mean. Okay, in further study we will also learn about the geometric mean, but here we need to find the arithmetic mean. Now what is the formula of arithmetic mean? Now mean is represented by x bar. Okay, mean is represented by x bar. This is called x bar. Okay, on x we need to draw one horizontal line segment. It is called x bar. This symbol represents the mean. Now what is the formula of mean? Total here what is the formula of mean? It is sum of all the observation divided by total number of observation. Okay, sum of all the observation divided by total number of observation. So for finding out the arithmetic mean, what is the formula? Arithmetic mean is equal to sum of the observation divided by total number of observation. So first of all we need to find the addition. Okay, addition of all this number. That means 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 4 plus 5 plus 2 plus 6 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 5 plus 8 plus 4 plus 6 plus 7. Okay, formula of mean x bar, sum of all the observations. So we need to add all this number, and addition of all this number is equal to 100 divided by total number of observation. Total number of observation, it is 20 because we already count it, right? Either we can find the sum of this, otherwise we can find it by calculating these numbers. Okay, so mean is equal to sum of all the numbers. So here sum of all the numbers divided by total number of numbers. So here total 20 numbers are there, so divide by 20. Okay, sum of all the numbers divided by total number of numbers. That means total numbers. Total we have 20 numbers. So in numerator we need to find the sum, and in denominator total numbers is equal to 20. Now addition is 100 and divided by 20. We can simplify this. 25 is 100. So arithmetic mean is 5. Okay, So here arithmetic mean is 5. After that, question number 3. Find the mean of first 5 whole numbers. We need to find the mean of first 5 whole numbers. Now what is the first 5 whole numbers? 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are the first 5. These are the first 5 whole numbers. We need to find the mean of these numbers. So what is the formula of mean? Right? Here formula is written sum of the numbers divided by total number. Okay, sum of the numbers and divided by total numbers. So total 5 numbers are there, right? Total 5 numbers are there, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Total 5 numbers are there, so in denominator 5. Okay, total 5 numbers are there, that's why in denominator 5. And in numerator sum of the numbers, that means we need to find the addition. So here in numerator addition of all this number, 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. This is the formula of mean. Okay, this is the formula of mean. So we need to add all this number. So 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 and then divide total numbers. So total 5 numbers are there. So divide by 5. Now here 4 plus 3 7, 7 plus 2 9, 9 plus 1 10. So in numerator 10 and in denominator 5. So now 10 by 5. 5 2s are 10. So our answer is 2. Okay, our answer is 2. That means mean of first 5 whole numbers is 2. After that, question number 4. A cricketer scores the following run in 8 innings. So total 8 scores are given to you. Total 8 scores are given to you. 58, 76, 40, 35, 46, 45, 0 and 100. Find the mean score. That means here we need to find the mean. Okay. Again, we need to write that formula. Mean of score. Mean is equals to sum of the numbers divided by total numbers. Okay. Sum of the numbers divided by total numbers. So in numerator we need to find addition of all these number, and in denominator we need to write total number. Okay, it is already given to you. Total 8 innings are there. So these are the score of 8 innings. So total 8 numbers are there. Otherwise we can count even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in denominator we need to write 8. Total 8 numbers are there. Okay, total 8 numbers are there. So in denominator we need to write 8. And in numerator we need to find the sum. So sum of all these numbers. Okay, so 58 plus 76 plus 40 plus 35 plus 46 plus 45 plus 0 plus 100. Now find the sum of all this number. So 58, 76, 40, 35, 46, 45, 0 and 100. Okay, so 8 plus 6, 14, 14 plus 5, 19 plus 6, 25 plus 5, 30. Here remainder 3. 5 plus 3, 8 plus 7, 15 plus 4, 19 plus 3, 22 plus 24, 26 plus 4, 30. So 0 and 3. Now 3 plus 1, 4. So addition is 400. Right? So in numerator 400 divided by 8. Okay. So now 400 divided by 8. So 8 5s are 40 and 1 0 is there. So we need to put 1 0. So 50. Answer of mean score is 50. Okay, so answer of mean is 50. Number 5. First of all, read the question. Following table shows the points of each player score in 4 games. Right? Player A, game 1 14, 16, 10 and 10. For player B, 0, 8, 6 and 4. And player C, 8, 11 and 13. Now answer the following questions. And first question is, find the mean to determine A's average number of points scored per game. That means we need to find the average of player A. Average, that means mean. Okay, average and mean both are same. So mean of player A. So we have the scores of player A. Total how many scores are there? Total 4 squares. So in denominator total numbers 4. And in numerator we need to add these numbers. Okay. Mean of player A is equals to, in numerator we need to add these 4 numbers, and in denominator total 4 numbers are there, so we need to write 4. So addition of all these 4 number, 14 plus 16 30 plus 10 40 plus 10 50. So in numerator 50 divided by total 4 numbers are there, so divide by 4. Okay, so 50 divided by 4. Now 4 ones are 4, 1, here 10, 4 2s are 8, 2 is remainder, put one decimal point, here 0, 4 5s are 20. So answer is 12.5. So 12.5 is the answer of first question. That means mean of player A. That means in second question, to find the mean number of point per game for C, would you divide the total points by 3 or 4? Why? To find the mean number of points per game for C, would you divide the total points by 3 or 4? Why? Here if we look at the table C row, here in game 1 8, game 2 11 and did not play, and here 13. Okay, so one game he did not play, so total 3 games he played. Right, so we need to divide sum of the number by 3 because he play only 3 games. He does not play the 4th game, so we cannot find the mean of that inning. Okay, we need to consider only 3 scores, so we need to divide it by 3. Okay, why this question is asked? Because if we want to find the mean, so in denominator we need to write the total numbers. So here we need to write total numbers is equals to 3 or 4. That is the equation. Okay, in the formula of mean, and in denominator we need to write the total numbers. So here total numbers are 3 or 4, that we need to write here, but here we need to write the only 3 because we have 3 scores only. This game he did not play, so we do not need to consider it. Okay, so for finding out the mean for C, we need to consider only this 3 marks, this 3 scores. Okay, that means we need to divide it by 3. So we should divide the total points by 3 because player C played only 3 games. Okay, after that third question, B played in all the 4 games. How do you find the mean? Okay, here 0, it means he plays the game but his score is 0. It does not mean that he did not play the game. Okay, this does not mean that he did not play the game. He played the game but he get the score 0. So right now this 0 we need to consider here. Okay, and we need to find the mean for B. So mean is equals to mean of player B. Again same formula, sum of the numbers divided by total numbers. Okay, sum of all the observation divided by total observation. So in numerator we need to find the addition of this 4 value, 0 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4. So 0 plus 8 8, 8 plus 6 14, 14 plus 4 18. So in numerator we need to write 18 divided by total numbers. So here total 4 scores are there, 1 2 3 4. Total 4 scores are there, so total numbers is equals to 4. Okay, in numerator we need to find the addition of these numbers, and in denominator total numbers. So here total we have 4 numbers, so we need to write 4 in denominator. Okay, so here 0 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4 divided by 4, so 18 by 4. Now 18 by 4, 4 4s are 16, 2 remainder, here point. So 20, 4 5s are 20. So answer is 4.5. So min for player B is 4.5. Okay, min for player B is 4.5. After that, question number 4, who is the best performer? Who is the best performer? So for finding out the best performer, we need to find the mean of all the players. That means average of all the players. So player who have the highest average is the best performer. Okay, a player who have the highest average is the best performer. So first of all, we need to find the mean of A, B and C. After that, from the answer of mean, we can decide who is the best performer. Okay, so mean of A, that we already find here. Mean of B, it is even we already find here. So now we need to find the mean of player C only. Okay, mean of player A is 12.5. Mean of player B is equals to 4.5. That we already got the answer here, 12.5, 4.5. Okay, so now we need to find the mean of player C. Okay, again we need to consider only 3 value, right? So in numerator, sum of all the numbers, and in divide by total numbers. So we need to add 8 plus 11 and plus 13. Okay, so 8 plus 11, 19, 19 plus 13, 19 plus 13, 32, right? So addition is 32. So in numerator, sum of all the numbers. So 8 plus 11 plus 13, it is 32. And in denominator, total numbers. So we already discussed these things. We need to consider only 3 numbers here, right? So in denominator, we need to write 3. In numerator, sum of all the numbers, and in denominator, total numbers. So total 3 numbers we have here. So we need to divide the sum by 3. Okay, so addition is 32. We need to divide this 32 by 3 because we need to consider only 3 numbers here. Now 32 divided by 3. 3 ones are 3, 0. Now 2. Okay, here 2 is not remainder. Okay, right now 2 is not remainder. We just come here. So first of all, we need to try with the 0. So 3 into 0, 0. So 2. Now this 2 is remainder. Okay, again I repeat these things. 32 divided by 3. 3 ones are 3. Here we take only one number. Now it's a time for 2. So we need to divide 2 by 3, but it is not possible. So here we need to put 0. 3 into 0, 0. And 2 is remainder. So now 2 is remainder. So we can put here decimal point. So here 0. 3 6 are 18. Remainder 2. Again it becomes 2 0. So 3 6 are 20. Again we get the same remainder. So this is continuous process, right? So 10.66666 continuous. So here we have answered 10.666 continuously. So we can write 10 point. After decimal point, we need to write the 2 points only. Okay. After decimal points, we need to write only 2 points. So we need to check our third digit. If our third digit is 5 or more than 5, so we need to add plus 1 to the second digit. Okay. And if it is less than 5, so we need to write the answer as it is. So here we need to write 10.6, but our third digit is more than 5. So here we need to add 1, so 67. So 10.67, this is the answer. Okay. Now we need to check all the 3 answers. So mean of player A 12.5, mean of player B 4.5, mean of player C 10.67. So here highest answer is 12.5. Okay, highest answer is 12.5. That means player A. So we can say that player A is best performer because his average is highest. Okay, here average of player A is highest, so we can say that player A is best performer. Therefore, on comparing means of all the players, player A is the best performer. So for finding out the best performers, we need to find the mean, and from that we can decide who is the best performer. Okay, so students, if you doubt up to the question number 5, so please write down in comment section. I will give you the answer. Thank you.